right? And sorrow of eyes, man. All right, because what? We were in captivity at that point. Okay. If you go to verse 66. All right. Matter of fact, I'll jump to verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. Right? So that's going into what? That's going into the fact that we went into captivity, which is into the spiritual Egypt now, which is Babylon. Okay? All right? And thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, which means no man shall redeem you. Okay? But now I want to go to Isaiah the 14th chapter, right? To show you the judgment of the Edomites for doing that, man. Okay? And that's not just for the Edomites, because we were really in captivity to all these different nations. All right? But the last captivity and the worst captivity was the captivity under the Edomites. All right? So I want to get Isaiah 14. I'll start at verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were. All right, so that's going into what? The Edomites, man. All right, we were captive under the Edomites. Okay, we were captive under the Edomites, man. All right, so we know for a fact that they have to go into captivity because of that, man. Okay, that's just prophecy. That's the way things roll. All right, you can't just do all the wickedness that you want to do and just slide into the kingdom right beside the Israelites. It's not balanced. Okay, you have to answer for what you've done. All right. All right. So right, so it says they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, man. All right, because who's the one that's been oppressing us, man? The Edomites, man. All right, the Edomites are the main oppressors, so they're gonna have to go through that judgment. They're gonna have to go through that judgment of slavery. Okay. We continue with that, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. All right, because we were made to serve the hard bondage, man. All right, the reason we were made to serve the hard bondage is because we went off, man. Like I was reading in Deuteronomy 28. Okay, but since we went off, that doesn't exonerate the Edomites from getting their judgment. No, man. All right. The Most High gave his people a judgment. How much more do you think he's going to give the heathen a judgment, man? When he doesn't care about the heathen. Okay? Let me get matter of fact, what's that verse there where it says, Jeremiah 49, verse 12. Okay? Jeremiah 49, verse 12. This is Jeremiah 49, verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it. Right? So let me start that again. This is Jeremiah 49, verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it. Right? So that's talking about what? Israel, man. How we drank of the cup of affliction, the cup of slavery. All right? We were not meant to drink of that cup. All right? But guess what? The Heavenly Father had it happen. All right? So now he's asking, well, are you the one that's going to go unpunished for doing it? Okay? Go speaking to the so-called white man. All right? Speaking to the so-called white man. All right? And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. All right? So you're surely going to drink of that cup, man. All right? The Heavenly Father said you're surely going to drink of it. It's not a maybe thing, man. All right? It's not a might. I might drink of the cup. No. You're going to definitely drink of that cup. All right? That cup of affliction. That cup of slavery, of trembling. All that, man. All right? The Most High is going to make that happen for you, man. All right? Because of the things you did to his people. All right?
Oh, God.
Like I said, you did that to his chosen people, right? So imagine what he's going to do to you not being his chosen, okay? He put his own chosen people in slavery, man. In chattel slavery multiple times. What do you think is going to be your judgment, man? As an Edomite, okay? Your judgment is going to be far worse, man. It says pay her double, man. It says reward her double of how she serves you, man. Okay, so Esau's going to get double, man. And you can't even measure double of what we went through under this double, man. Okay? You can't measure that double. It's not possible, man. All right? How can you measure double of your children getting fed to alligators, man? You can't measure that double. There's no measure stick to make that double, man. Okay? In other words, they're just going to have a far worse judgment, man. That's all it is. Okay? It's going to be double the time, and it's going to be far worse. Okay? Get
yeah, right.
Okay, this is verse 13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. All right. So Bozrah is going into what? The capital city of Edom. All right. Which really that's America. All right. It's going to be a perpetual waste. It's going to be completely destroyed off of the face of the earth, man. All right. Through nuclear missile. All right. That's the prophecy. That's what's going to happen. Okay. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen. I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And despised among men. And that's what the Most High is doing now, man. The heathen are tired of you Edomites, man. Alright? You go to North Korea, man. They're tired of you Edomites, man. Alright? That's why he canceled that deal with Trump, man. He's like, listen, man, I'm tired of, man, you know, they're tired of your shit, man. Alright? Iran has been tired of your shit, man. Alright? That's why Iran calls America what? The Great Satan, man. Okay? And they burn their flags and all that, man. Okay? And really, they're not talking about all American people. They're talking about the Mexican American, man. The main person they're talking about is the so-called white man, the Edomite American. All right? That's the main person they're talking about. Okay? And that's why they wouldn't travel over there to those certain countries, man. They'll get kidnapped. Okay? Let's go. Let me continue with this, man. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. All right. So the terribleness is what? For example, let's go to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. Right. Those two missiles that they shot on that city, man. All right. On those cities, I should say. Okay. After they surrendered, so-called Pearl Harbor. Right. That's part of their terribleness. They were the only nation to use nuclear weapons, man. But they don't want anyone else to have nuclear weapons. Okay. That's the hypocrisy of the Edomites. All right. So at the end of the day, what? The Most High is saying your terribleness has deceived you because you've done all this wickedness, right? You've bullied all these different nations, all right? By violence. Does that mean because they actually think they're going to stay in power because of that, man? Oh no, they're scared. These nations ain't scared of you no more, man. All right, these nations are not afraid of you Edomites anymore. Not afraid of America, not afraid of Britain, or none of that, man. Okay? Why? Because they have nuclear missiles. They have nuclear technology, man. All right. So the whole point is that the playing field is being leveled out now, right? And Esau doesn't like that. That's why Esau's he's scrambling to get rid of these nuclear programs of these other small nations. All right, let me continue with this. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Right, so that's going back to what the caves I was speaking about before, man. In Job 30, okay, how they were sent up into the caves. Okay, it's talking about the same people, the same exact people, the Edomites. All right. You see them walk. You see them every day. You see them every day at work. You see them every day with your neighbor. All right. They're the Edomites, man. Okay. Let me continue on. Let me start from verse 16 again. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as nigh as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also Edom shall be a desolation, every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at it